this one. Thank you. Hello and good morning. I'm Monkey, this is Daddy, and you are Charlie. Good morning, I am Charlie, the daddy of these two rescue Podencos, Monkey and Nala. And if you are new here, this is a series where I take these two to go wee-wees in some of the most beautiful places on planet Earth. Right now, we are working our way through the Pyrenees between Spain and France. And I have to say, up until now, our adventures have been pretty tame. So Nala here has decided that we need to take things up a notch. And that's why the three of us will be spending the next 3 nights where nature intended. That's right, the wild. We are about to head out on our very first camping survival challenge. We will be bringing only the necessities to keep us warm and alive. For the next 3 days, we are going to have to forage for our food. We're going to have to filter water from natural sources like streams, waterfalls, and other people's backpacks. Oh no. We're going to be battling dangerous weathers, getting ourselves caught out in mid-range UV levels and mild temperatures.
I'm hesitant to call it a disaster, but...
Plus, we will be fending off attacks from unimaginable beasts. Plus, we will be fending off attacks from unimaginable creatures and terrifying beasts.
Hey! Hey!
But aside from all of that, we, the three of us and however many of you there are about to go on the best walkies and wee-wees yet. Cue the intro music that I wrote.
It's a brand new day, what a day. We're all getting on a train. What a day, we will say, in the sun, in the snow, and the rain. Oh, I think it's time to go. We just can't wait to be on a rock. We can't wait to be on the road. We'll climb to every mountain top. We'll pee to the valleys below. I can't wait to set up camp and watch the sun as it glows. I got some gear backpack, a mouse snap and a tappity toe. Let's go. Walkies and wee-wees. Walkies and wee-wees. Walkies and wee-wees.
One of the reasons I am very excited about this video is because I've been watching sort of survival challenges on YouTube for many, many years, and I love the concept of you sort of bring the basics and then you have to be resourceful as possible when you're out there. For example, we have invested in this water filtration system, which means anytime that we find running water, we can filter it from, as I said before, streams, springs, and waterfalls. We've been spending so much time in the Pyrenees that I know that water it's everywhere. And so I know we're not going to be without water. Plus, it means we don't have to lug water around in the backpack, which is perfect. And so when I pack my backpack today, I'm gonna have to be very mindful about any unnecessary weight. We're gonna be spending 3 days in the wild, which means no setting up camp. I have to carry everything that as I was saying, I'm gonna have to carry everything with me the whole time. And so, as I said, we're gonna have to pack this bag super carefully. The backpack of choice today is the Mariposa 60 by Gossamer Gear. Now, if you're like me and you don't know anything about hiking or camping, this is the brand for you. It is minimalist adventure gear, and when I say minimalist, it is minimalist. Minimalist, minimalist, minimalist. They too have stripped back their gear to the basics, and what they give you is everything that you need and nothing that you don't. The bag is made of the most ultra lightweight fabric you can imagine, which allows you to store more essential things without carrying a heavy load. And it has pockets literally everywhere. And so let's get this thing packed with everything that we're gonna need for the next 3 days. I must say, I'm a little bit of a princess when I go camping. I like lots of padding on the floor so that I get a good night's sleep. But this is a survival challenge. So we're gonna go with minimal foam, which means this pocket that I usually keep the foam in is going to be used for our camping equipment, because wild camping in the Pyrenees is tolerated. It's not legal, let's say. We're gonna be doing something called bivouacking, which is once the sun sets, you can set up a little shelter just for the night, and then you can remove it basically around sunrise. I've heard the rule 8 till 8, you're allowed to set up camp. But what you can't do is set up camp, stay there all day, you know, put a chair out, cook a burger, for example. And so having the tent accessible in this exterior pocket here is going to be super useful. The tent I'm gonna be bringing is the 2 by Gossamer Gear. And once again, I am completely new to camping. I had never put up a tent before I started using this, and you won't get an easier tent to erect. 6 pegs and 2 tent poles. None of this feeding the pole through the eyes of the tent. No long guide ropes that you can trip over. Once again, this tent is everything that you need and nothing that you don't. So we're gonna put this in the exterior pocket. The main support system of the tent are just these very small tent poles. And if you had hiking poles, you wouldn't even need these. You could just use your hiking poles instead. So once again, this is gonna go in this section here, along with a set of tent pegs. And to beat those bad boys into the ground, of course, we're going to need this rubber mallet. Now, would you look at that? This is our shelter for the next 3 days, and it fits into this pocket, okay? A pocket. This shelter fits into a pocket. We are expecting some pretty low temperatures, especially late at night and early morning. So we're going to bring a few warm things to help us. This here is an ultra lightweight polyester blanket that I think we got from Amazon. And for this trip, this is going to cover the bottom of the tent to insulate us from the floor. I also invested in this sleeping bag. This can withstand temperatures between 8 and -3 degrees Celsius. And this is going to be the perfect sleeping bag for this adventure. And we're not done there. I'm actually gonna give the girls their own sleeping bag as well. Now, this isn't as warm and fluffy as the one that I have, but I also don't have a layer of fur over my body to keep me warm, so this is gonna be just fine for the girls. So far, we have the essentials for the sleeping, and the bag is ultra light. Now, you're probably asking yourself, how are we going to cushion our little bottoms from the floor? I'm gonna put this on the back of the backpack. This will be for the girls, and I've got my inflatable mattress here as well, and it's super tiny. It's just that, super lightweight. Okay, sleeping stuff done. Next, we're going to have to go in with some survival stuff. This can filter 1.5 gallons of water, and I've been testing it all week to see if it works. Testing. Okay, this is a water filter test. Well, the first one. I've never used anything like this before, so let's see how it goes. Okay, that should do it. It's great. I'm gonna have that in the side pocket here. Now, I know you are screaming at your mobile, at your TV, at your iPad, at your computer, or if you're really fancy, your projector system. Please don't run out of battery. Oh, I won't. As long as there's sun, we have power. Now, this thing doesn't hold any charge, unfortunately. It just charges when direct sun hits this. So I did get a couple of backups, and these do hold charge. So we've got live charging, we've got stored charging. Don't worry about us, we're gonna survive. I'm gonna put the solar power in here and the 2 charging packs in this top pocket here. I'm going to need a first aid kit just in case something happens, and so I'm going to be using this, a Gear Oddity. This little bag is made from leftover material from the backpacks. And they're so cute. Oh. And that too will live at the top here. In case we do find some yummy things for the dogs to eat when we're outside, I'm going to be bringing their dog bowls just in case, and a little portable water bowl as well. I also invested in some emergency blankets. These things are supposed to keep you warm even if you are freezing cold, and I think this might be important for what we're about to do. In here, we've got socks, pants, and thermals. And then I'm gonna throw in something warm for the dogs. We've got these Skinny Dog Collective clothes. Let me just show you that label. There we go. Tailor-made for Nala and Monkey, and these are gonna go in here as well for the chilly mornings and chilly evenings. And recently, Skinny Dog Collective sent us some raincoats, and so we're gonna be testing these out as well. What I'm gonna do is just pack a couple of jumpers in the little crevices and spaces between the bags. I'm trying to use every centimeter wisely here. We are almost done. In this pocket, we have lots of light, a couple of head torches and a wind-up torch as well. And in this pocket, we've got poo bags and rubbish bags so that we don't leave a single gram of litter on the floor. We're gonna be bringing everything with us. Now, as well as solar power, we have good old battery-powered power, external power bank, GoPro power bank, GoPro batteries, cables. I have a feeling we're not gonna run out of power. And some toiletries. And that is one bag packed. Just kidding, light as a feather. Now, I know I said I would be sort of finding all the food and stuff, but I can't live without coffee, so I am gonna be bringing the camping stove and the coffee and stuff so I can make a coffee every morning, because otherwise I'm not gonna have the energy to sort of forage and, you know, hunt and gather. I can't believe I didn't bring a mug. So this is the Gear PQ Sling, and inside is the camping gas, the camping saucepan, the camping stove, coffee filters, and this collapsible V60. Before we leave, I'm gonna give the dogs a little bit of breakfast, just to line their stomachs, give them some energy before heading out for our survival challenge. And that is gonna be some turkey, cow, natuka. Let's get the lights on so you can see this stuff. That's better. Now, as we're gonna be sort of active over the next few hours, I can't feed them too much. So this is just gonna be a little snack, and then we'll see if we can find some food in the wild this evening. Well, the bags are packed. I guess it's just one thing we need to know. Nala, do you want to do a 3-day survival challenge with Daddy? I think that was a yes. Monkey, do you want to do a 3-day survival challenge with Daddy? Yes, that counts. Okay, let's go. Bonjour. We are in France because we loved it so much last time and I don't think we saw enough of it, so we're gonna go explore France for our 3-day camping survival challenge. Let's go. We just got our train tickets. For some reason the girls cost more than me. I'm not surprised. And we're now just gonna wait for our train, or for someone to tell us that it's this one that I'm walking next to. And away we go. No turning back now. You ready, girls?
La région Occitanie et SNCF Voyageurs vous souhaitent la bienvenue à bord de ce Lio-train, le mode de transport le plus écologique pour se déplacer en Occitanie.
She said subscribe. Well, it is not looking friendly here at all. it's just started chucking it down as well. Now the forecast says that it's going to do this a little bit this afternoon and then it's going to stop. I'm going to sound like a big old baby here, but I genuinely have a very uneasy, unsettled feeling about this. This is going to require a lot of positive mindset, I think. Now it's just rain, you know, it's not like thunderstorms and lightning storms. I'm from England, I'm English. I love the rain. But getting things dry, staying warm, it's obviously a concern to me. So let's see how we get on. Okay. Not the greatest start, but I have an idea. Come on. These two hate the rain. I don't want to get all my kit wet in the first bloody half an hour of this challenge. So I remember when I arrived at the station last time, there was a little room in the station, and I think I'm just going to chill in there until this calms down, because I don't want me to get wet, I don't want them to get wet, I don't want the stuff to get wet. So I think that's best, is just to wait out the rain a little bit. I mean, there are blue skies up here, so it won't be long, I think. We're going to be just fine in here. I'm going to get some stuff out the bag, a fleece. I'm going to put their raincoats on, get ourselves a little bit prepared, wait for the rain to stop, and then go for it. It's functional and elegant. Look at those girls, you look awesome. And I like that if it does rain hard, you can put it over the head. Oh no, look at that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, it looks as though the rain has stopped, so we're going to make a move now. I've got some warm clothes on. They've got their raincoats on just in case that changes, but I think it's time to go. We've got a 5-kilometer hike up to a small lake in the mountains, and that's where I want to set up camp for the evening. So let's go. As this is a survival challenge, I think it only makes sense to get water from the wild. This is a fountain here in the town, and that's where we're going to get our drinking water from for the next few hours. Delicious and fresh. And let's go. Now, I am excited, scared, and a little sad, because usually when I get to these places, I like to grab some food, some bread, some croissants, coffee. But no, there will be none of that this time. We will only be eating what we can find in the wild. It's going to make the whole thing a lot more interesting. Now, first challenge is actually the terrain here, because it's been raining a lot the last few days and it's going to be a little bit slippery, especially up here in these rocky areas. So I just got to watch my feet. Now, I need to admit something. I haven't just put us out in the middle of the sticks without a backup plan. every camping spot that we have over the next few days will have next to it a refuge, which is a place to go in emergencies in case of violent storms, heavy winds, flash flooding, things like that. We are in the mountains and anything can happen. And I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. So we're never going to be more than a kilometer away from a refuge where there will be people that can help us, where there'll be a shelter to go into if we need it. But we will only be using those places in emergencies. So Daddy has to think smart. One of us has to use their brains, so that'll be me. One of us has to use their brains, so that'll be me. Usually my videos are beautiful because you have like blue skies and golden sunshine, but this is majestic in its own way, right? Woohoo! Water everywhere! We will not be dehydrated this trip. Let's go. Oh. Well, as you can see, we have a blue sky. We now have views of the mountains. I can't believe where we are now. Now it's opening up, I'm like, ah. So I think we're going to be walking down this valley here, or up the valley rather. This is gorgeous. Nala, good girl. Okay, more cattle friends to make
This time less intimidating, let's say. Here we have, I believe to be, sheep, rams. Little refuge behind me. Now, as I said, I want to be wild camping, but if we run into trouble, we have that option. So that's probably the closest refuge to the lake that we're just coming up to now. But I'd like to wake up, open my tent, you know, and see that beautiful, still glacial mountain lake water. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But for emergencies, God, it's so handy. And she said there's another one just up the road as well. And then there's another one with sort of a hostel setup. You can rent rooms, and I think there's a kitchen and stuff. So let's check this out, shall we? And this is where we're going to be spending the night. Now that's not bad. I see some people setting up camp actually on that side of the lake as well. So that gives me a little bit of confidence. Let's do that then. Let's camp here, and then if we run into problems, we can make our way over to that refuge over there. I think we are here to do wild camping, and so wild camping is what we'll do. I am more than happy to spend the night here. I feel super safe. However, there are a few things that we need to think about, and this is all new to me, but I've been doing a lot of research to make sure that we are keeping ourselves safe. Now, as you've probably seen, this whole area, there are boulders scattered everywhere. Now, these things fall from the mountains there. They roll down after bouts of storms, snow, weather, hot, cold, weathering, you know the deal. So for camping, I think I would prefer to stay as far away from the mountaintop as possible, but also have good cover from the trees, because if a boulder were to roll down the mountain there, a solid tree is going to stop it. And so I'm looking for an area that's flat. I'm looking for an area that has nice tree cover. I'm looking for an area that's dry, and I'm looking for an area that's going to be just perfect for opening my tent to in the morning. Now, unfortunately, there's a hefty amount of cow poo around here, and I don't want to be sleeping in that either. So we're going to look, and then when we find the perfect place, we will let you know. As you can see, it's starting to get a little bit dark, and I still haven't chosen a place to camp. I think it's going to be an uncomfortable night's sleep. I can't find any flat patches anywhere. But it is just for one night, and so who cares, maybe to get these views, right? This place is magical. It's just transforming around me constantly. Okay. That is not comfortable. That is not comfortable either. I really want to get set up. Really badly. I am getting a little bit stressed now because I can't find a place to get the tent flat. And every time I peg it in, I lie down to test, and it's just terrible. And the ground looks flat from where I'm standing, but it isn't. It's getting really dark, Haven't had a chance to look for food yet. Nala and Monkey are fine. Monkey's lying down over there somewhere, Nala's still playing. Okay, let's go with that. Now the views are going to be, as you can see, 10 out of 10. But let's see if we get any sleep tonight. Tent set up on an angle like that. Great. The dogs are in the tent, and yeah, feels like a bit of a disaster. No food, and now it's raining. Let's try and get some sleep. I am in bed now with the girls, sleeping on a 45-degree angle. I can't lie, I'm a little bit gutted. I was hoping to get here, find an amazing place to camp immediately and enjoy the evening, look for some food. It's okay, the girls have had food today. I had a little bit of breakfast as well, so we don't have empty stomachs. And we're in a beautiful location. So first thing tomorrow, we can get up and we can look for some food all together. I was totally naive, honestly. I thought I would just sort of get to the banks of the lake and see a flat surface that didn't have a cow poo on it, but maybe I didn't look hard enough, maybe I didn't leave enough time. All learnings. So we are now officially camping in the wild. I doubt we'll sleep in the wild, but we are camping in the wild. And that's what we set out to do, so that's it. I can't really show you the girls because they're inside a sleeping bag. But that's it. We'll see you in the morning.
Now, I'm hesitant to call it a disaster, but it is tipping it down. I'm sliding all over the place. And it's getting windy now as well. Is this wild camping? Is this what happens? I think if I was all tucked up, you know, nice and comfy, this would be a really nice sound. But we are not going to sleep a wink, I think. Good morning. Well, we survived. That's the main thing. I slept better than I thought I was going to. I found like one position on the floor that I could wriggle myself into that kept me comfy. So I'd wake up every 2 hours, adjust myself, take a little bit of time to get back to sleep, and then I would sleep. So now it's 7 and I'm gonna get up, check out the views, and then let the dogs out. Wild camping. It's something. Well, the fog has lifted, so we now have a view, but it is incredibly cloudy and cold. Now, should I get back in my sleeping bag for 1 more hour, wait for it to warm up a little bit? I know the sun's not going to come up over this mountain now, so maybe. Yeah, 1 more hour of snuggles, I think. Little Nala is still little sleeping, a monkey as well. I don't have any signal here, none whatsoever, which is quite nice. It means I can't do any scrolling or checking or updating or anything. So I'm completely disconnected. What I have been doing is editing some of the photos I took yesterday. I've got a couple of crackers here. Look at this one, looks super moody. And I like this one as well. The girl's running into the light. If you want to see some pictures, then make sure you're following us on Instagram or Facebook. One good thing to having your tent on a slope like that is that if it does rain, the water doesn't collect under your tent, it just runs downhill. So that's also something to keep in mind. I was not having a good time, and then I wriggled into a spot and I was like, oh, I fit this like a puzzle piece. And I slept good after that. The girls slept all the way through as well. They were all nice and snugly in their double sleeping bag setup. Not a bad place to wake up though, right? Despite the cold and the rain, this is what it's all about actually. And there is a little bit of blue sky creeping through now, so happy days. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna get the tent packed away, and then it's time to look for some food, I think. I wonder what we can find. I'm gonna have a look in the bushes, and I'm gonna have a look in the lake, and hopefully we find something yummy. At some point today, I'm gonna stop and hang this out to dry because I don't want to sleep in a wet tent this evening. I did hear it was going to be a little bit warmer today, so let's see. I've just realised I didn't pack a mug. How do I drink coffee without a mug? Interesting, Charlie. I'm going to have to drink it out of this, aren't I?
Hello. What are you doing? Hmm? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hmm? You having a nice time? You having fun?
The best thing about not being on a campsite is that I don't have to keep them on the lead. They can just run around. So that's nice, isn't it? Because you like being free, don't you? Yeah. Can't believe I didn't bring a mug. What does that make me? Bit of a mug. There we go. A filter coffee in a camping bowl. It really is a survival challenge. Can I call this whole thing a disaster yet? No, not yet. Many more mishaps to come, I am sure. All right, well, that's enough coffee for me. At least it's delicious. You can't have any of this. Cheers. All right, well, that was a sort of enjoyable coffee. As I said at the beginning of this video, this is going to require a lot of positivity. I have to be in a positive mindset about everything. That's really going to help me foraging for food as well. So without further ado, this will be my first time looking in the wild for something to eat. So let's go. Well, would you have it, incredibly, just mere meters away from where we were drinking coffee, we have found this brown bread roll bush. And as you can see, these are ready to harvest. I mean, it is pretty common to find these bushes in the Pyrenees, but these are enormous. I can't believe it. I think we should collect as many of these as possible. There's one. Fantastic.
there is a chap behind me who's actually fishing, which is a really good sign. It must mean that there are some edible fish in this lake, and so I'm going to give it a go. I didn't bring my fishing rod, but I do have a hand line spare, so I'm going to put some bait on and see what we can catch. Okay, time to get fishing for sandwich filling. This is going to be interesting, and this could take hours. So, of course, to attract something edible from this lake, we're going to have to use some bait. To catch something big enough, it's going to have to be something that eats large prey, right? So I'm just going to attach this little leaf, and I'm hoping that it's going to sort of mimic a fish in the water, you see? Now, I've been fishing many times, and I have a feeling I know what I'm doing. So let's cast this out, shall we? This is great. Just me and the dogs fishing. Isn't this so good, Monkey? We're fishing. Huh? Do you think we'll catch something? Yeah? Oh, oh. Oh. What? What have we caught here? You're kidding me. That didn't take long at all. There you go. Let's open this up, shall we? We've got some jamón ibérico, and we've got a bit of Gouda. What a remarkable landscape and a truly remarkable ecosystem. Wow. Oh, now we have something to put in our sandwiches. Okay, well, that's my breakfast sorted, maybe for the next few days. So all I need to do now is catch something for the girls. Now, as you know, the girls are carnivores, and so this might be uncomfortable for some of you to watch, but we're going to try and take down something meaty, basically. And then when we do manage to get our hands on it, we'll put it in the pack. I'll give them a massive dinner later and tomorrow as well. So we're just going to sort of make our way through the bushes here, because I imagine if there are meaty things, I might be able to spear something, you know? So we're just going to creep through here. There. Got it. Stone dead with this spear I made from a pine tree. And there we go. Food for the next few days. That was easy. We are surviving. No, we are thriving in this environment. Survival challenge. Yeah, yeah. That's nice. That's nice. Nala, you must be. Okay, well, some carbs, some cheese for all of us, and away we go. I think we have a 17-kilometer walk to the next spot, and some of that is going to be very up and some of that is going to be very down. The weather forecast that I was looking at yesterday said that it was going to be cloudy with bits of sun. So if we don't have rain, I will be happy about that. But if rain happens, rain happens. The challenges we faced today: gathering water and sleeping somewhere flat. That would be ideal. I can't believe I woke up here this morning. Lucky, lucky boy. Now I'm thinking, before we really get going, I might collect and filter some of this water. What I like about it is it's constantly running, so none of the water here will be sort of stagnant for any amount of time. The filtration system that I bought is excellent. It filters out all sorts of bacterias, germs, big particles, small particles. So I think I'm going to get my water from here, and then we'll have 2.5 litres to walk with, which will be perfect. So this filter is called Water Drop. Apparently this can filter about 8,000 gallons before you have to replace it. You basically sweep up a lot of the water from the waterfall in this. You attach the filter here, and then you hang the bag like this, and the water will empty into our container. Filtered, completely filtered. Oh no. Disaster. Let's try that again. Oh no. Disaster. Oh dear. Oh dear. Wet feet is not good this early into the trip. I have spare socks, yes, but I don't have spare shoes, so not great. Anyway, let's filter some of this water. Much like my shoes, this is now full to the brim with water. Ah, stunning. No bad flavour in there whatsoever. Stunning. Good. We've got water. Once again, I think a positive mindset is really going to help me now. So I'm going to squelch my way 17 kilometers west, no, east. You couldn't write it. You could not write it. Squelch, squelch, squelch. This is all a bit pretty, isn't it? We're in the middle of the mountains, and this couple follow us there from Germany, and they have a Parenko. Wow, what, are you just on vacation, just walking, hiking?
Actually,
or you live
walking for 3 months. We started at La Clément. Yeah.
Are you doing the GR10 or something? Or?
Hexatrack, yeah.
Wow, with the Parenko?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What do you feed it, if you don't mind me asking? Cause
they have dog food here, and that's fine for him.
yeah?
But we had to buy tuna as well, and cat food and stuff.
That would be my problem, is they're super sensitive to...
Yeah, he is as well, yeah.
He doesn't need
Chicken,
chicken
yeah, he is
at all,
really sensitive
so-
as well.
What's his name?
Jack.
Jack. Jack. Hello. Hello.
This is so cool that you can just let them run free.
It
so nice.
It took a while, huh? It's
Yeah,
like-
he would be gone by a minute.
well, sometimes they are, honestly. The problem here is the streams and the waterfalls. Nala can't hear my voice because the streams can be so loud. So I've lost her a few times, but
Yeah. How about that?
Nala. Just have to shout, I guess. Monkey.
Talkie.
She's an unbelievable character. Yeah, she's very animated. She communicates in a very human-like way when she's not busy like this. So. Yeah, well, fantastic. So good to meet you.
So nice to
Enjoy the
meet
rest of your trip.
Where are you from?
You too.
I'm English, but I live in Barcelona.
Where in England?
Between London and the south coast, Surrey.
Ah, okay.
You?
Yeah.
You-
Nice.
You're German?
Oh yeah.
You have a very English accent though, sometimes.
Yeah, you're the second person telling us. Yeah.
Did you live there?
No, I've lived in Australia for a year, but
Ah, okay.
yeah. I watch a lot of English shows, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Nice. Both of you, very impressive English. So.
Cheers.
I want to meet a French person, I'm like, bonjour, and I even say that wrong, you know, that's all I know. So.
So, have a nice trip.
You too, enjoy, nice to meet you. See ya. Monkey, come on. Oh, that's so crazy. The reach of our pages is just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Anyway, so good to meet another Podenco living the life in nature. That's what it's all about. And once again, the views are just incredible. I'm super glad it's not misty and foggy like it was yesterday. So you can actually see where we are. This place is majestic. When I started this series, I took you to some of my favorite places and then I was like, oh, now where do we go? I have sort of zero knowledge of Catalonia. So we founded an app called All Trails. This isn't an advert, I'm literally just telling you what we do. I found an app called All Trails. Now, I just look at the map, I see a train station. If we can get there in a reasonable amount of time, I choose the train station and then I just look at the map, I look at the refuges, I look at the lakes, I see how easy it would be to climb. Look at this place. I can't believe that there are so many landscapes like this. The Pyrenees stretches 400 kilometers, you know, from coast to coast, from the Mediterranean to the Atlantic. And it's all like this. Waterfalls, streams, valleys, mountains. I cannot wait to come here when it's all white and snowy. That is going to be such an unbelievable experience to see this all transform. I have forgotten all about my squelchy feet now, and I'm just happy to be alive. Okay, we are climbing. We've got to get up here now. The girls are so happy. What an insane landscape, right? This is just mind-blowing. I love it. You've got some pretty thick cloud up there, but it's flying that way. I'm hoping these blue skies behind us are going to chase us in, because I could do with hanging up my socks, my shoes and my tent just for a couple of hours so everything can dry. So, oh, that's nice. There's the sun. I was just talking about you. Just wild. This whole landscape is just wild. Check this out. I love it. And it's so peaceful. We're having a very, very nice walk. I'm really enjoying myself. The weather seems to be getting better. I like that. Happy days. I told you the views would get better and better. And in my opinion, that is what's happening right now. I can't believe we are standing in front of this backdrop. It's just insane. It's a dream come true. To everyone that's watching, to everyone that's donated on the PayPal link, and to Gossamer Gear, thank you from the bottom of my heart, because these are once in a lifetime experiences that I'm having every single week with my best buddies. Look at Nala, just so free over there. Monkey's on the lead because she's been eating naughty things from the floor. I won't go too much into detail in case you're eating your breakfast. So, but just amazing. What an opportunity, what an experience. And what a hard walk, God. We did it, we got to the top, and now we're gonna start descending. It's about half an hour to the lake, and it's gonna be a lot nicer coming down. The wind has picked up significantly. It is pretty chilly. I don't have any internet access, but I'm gonna guess 10, 11 degrees. We're 2,500 meters above sea level, but the sun is shining. Oh my God, there it is. There it is. After recording each episode, I'm on my laptop and I'm looking at these views and I think, I'm not going to beat that. And somehow, every time, the views are better. It is a promise I will keep. I just don't know how I'm going to beat this. We're going to have to do walkies and weebies on the moon and look at the whole planet, I think. That's the only way. Oh my God, it is stunning up here. Let's go. So, we are making our way down to that big lake there. And I heard some dogs barking, some big dogs. And I can basically see some Pyrenees dogs there. Now these dogs are massive and they basically protect the cattle. To me, it looks like they are completely free roaming. And I do worry about their attitude. If they think we're trying to get close to the cattle, who knows what they could choose to do. So I'm just waiting here, assessing the situation. And then when I feel comfortable, we'll keep heading down. Hey! Hey, hey, hey! 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 Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Hey. I think they're fine. They're just loud. I can be loud too. The worry is that if we get close to the cattle, they'll defend. I'm just going to go for it. I can't stand in the sun like a wally here. I'm just gonna have to go for it. I think he's more weary of me than I am of him. Or her. Nala not bothered. Nala completely unbothered. Alright, they're just loud. That's fine. I've just never been in this situation before, so. Nala is so smart. I've seen this a lot from her. She just ignores. And then when the time comes and she needs to defend, she'll defend. And no matter how big the dog, it won't matter. Nala is just amazing in these situations. Hey! Hey, hey! Hey! I don't like this. We're just gonna have to keep going. Hey! 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 Definitely an interesting situation. A new one for us. There's a man in the distance who just shouted something. I'm hoping those are his dogs, and I'm hoping he's going to get them away from us. I'm hoping, huh? Now, this is rural France, so I doubt he speaks English. So it could be complex to maneuver, but let's see if we are about to encounter an angry farmer. He can rant and rave all he wants, but I was defending my dogs because his dogs were trying to eat mine, and I don't like that. So the farmer was pretty upset with me. He spoke Spanish and a little bit of English. We ended up talking in Spanish. He said, "You have now pushed my sheep really far away from me, and my job is to watch them feeding close to me." Well, to be fair, dude, your dogs came from the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain. You know, what else were we to do? And he said, don't shout at them because it makes them more excited. Well, I found that shouting at them, it stops them from coming near. A lot of them lost their confidence when I did that, so who knows? Anyway, survived. Survival challenge going really, really well. How cool is this? I feel like I'm at the beach. I've had an idea. It's the hottest part of the day, which means drying our shoes and the tent is going to be best now. This is the best time to do it. So in the meantime, while I've got my socks and shoes off, and I'm going to dry my clothes a little bit as well because I'm sweating a lot, I'm going to get in and have a swim. Tent drying on a rock. I've put a couple of rocks on top as well. Maybe I should put one more so it doesn't fly away. But that should keep the tent in that position so that it can dry in the sun. I'm hoping. Now I'm mustering up the bravery to get in there. It's so cold. The water's going to be cold and the air is cold. Very cold, but very refreshing. And now I'm gonna warm my body back up with the sun. What a day. What a day. Nada. Come. Come here. Thank you. It's hard to explain this feeling. I'm so at peace, like indescribable peace. I'm exhausted from the walking. We've walked about 9 kilometers uphill today. I feel so refreshed and rejuvenated from the swim and then the food. It is so peaceful here, it's hard to comprehend. The only sounds are natural, from this waterfall, from the little waves lapping on the rocks here. It's warm enough with a jumper on that I feel like snugly, but the air is chilly. Not sweating, not fretting. There's just pure, sheer happiness on my face. Ugh. I love this planet more and more and more. Okay, we are back on the trail. Many more kilometers to go. I'm going to stop panting so you can listen to this. There you go. Feel better? Exactly. Wow. That's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Now, watch me eat my words as we get over the lip of this mountain here to have a completely new landscape. Once again, this walk is an absolute journey, and I have a feeling we are seeing the best of the Pyrenees here. So we're now in a completely new area. I'm just speechless. I am speechless. This walk has been unbelievable. This is what I'm seeing right now. Look at this. This is where we're headed now. It's super nice and flat down there. We've just run out of water and I could hear a waterfall in this direction. So we're going to take a little detour, filter some water from this waterfall. I'm going to try and not get in it this time. I promise I will try. And then we're going to continue past the pond there. But that waterfall to me sounds good, looks good. Oh my God. I think the marmot was so close that you probably saw it as well. How cool. Okay, let's fill up our bottle from here. That is unbelievable. It's like, has no bad flavour. 2.2 litres of fresh mountain waterfall water. And now we return to our path on our way to find somewhere to camp. Now, if you're still watching, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for your wonderful attention span. I do try and make these as engaging as possible, I think. Today, I didn't necessarily try and do that, but falling on my ass, I'm sure, has kept you here. But if you are watching, please send us some luck through the screen, because we would really like to find somewhere flat this evening to camp. So please, please, please send us luck through the internet, through your mind, whatever you can do. We're not fussy. Thank you. Oh, that was close. I did not like that. Some of these routes are crazy. This is the only way over. You have to get in the waterfall. Or stream, sorry. Wow. Just keeps getting prettier and prettier. Unreal. You can probably hear it for yourself. But we are coming into major cow territory here. I reckon there are 200 cows in the vicinity. Absolutely surrounded by cows. Some of the chillest cows we've come across so far. They didn't even pay Nara Monkey any attention. That's good. They're so big, it is intimidating, you know? Really, those two grey rocks, these two grey rocks are supposed to be the stepping stones over the river here. I'm gonna break my neck doing this. Ah. I'm getting agile. My old age. And that in the distance is our final destination for the night. Look how enormous that lake is. Let's go explore. I have never seen anything like that in my whole life. Look how gigantic this lake is in the middle of the mountains. That doesn't even make sense. We're like 2,500 meters above sea level. It doesn't make sense to have this much water up here. Now, I'll show you why we're not going to sleep here tonight. Yeah, more cows. Hello. How's it going, everyone? You're just chewing. Eh? You're just chewing. Will you let me pat you on the head? Will you? Okay. Can I? I think that was a no. Oh, poor monkey. They don't like you, monkey. I think I found the ultimate camping spot. The ground is relatively flat, okay? There's access to a waterfall for water, and the best part of it all. So let's do that. Look at this camping spot. Yes. This is wild camping. This is such a satisfying feeling. Like, we have all the time in the world to set it up, make it comfortable. It's flat. We're gonna sleep really, really well tonight. I'm chuffed. What a location. You can literally see the lake through the tent. Amazing. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Set up. I'm chuffed. Look at that view through there. That is kind of what I wanted to do yesterday, but I'll know for next time. This is the place. Unreal. Unreal. Dinner time for the girls. Well deserved. I'm going to give them not double portions, but 1.5 at least. And I want these two to enjoy that in the most beautiful spot imaginable. I'll do it one at a time so they can take their time. Yeah, let's feed them here, shall we? The good thing about this is most of the weight in the backpack comes from the dog's food. It's very heavy. So this is good. Good girl, you deserve that. She has not stopped moving since 8 AM this morning. We all lose a little bit of weight on these trips. And so when we get back, we always get onto a high calorie diet. Lots of protein, fix those muscles. But it's so worth it. And honestly, Polenkos being lighter, it really helps them bounce around the mountains. They would struggle otherwise. Good girl, Nala. Okay, monkey's turn. There you go. As always, very ladylike. There's a lady in the coffee shop that we go to most mornings, and she calls her a piranha, like a piranha, because she gives her the treat and she... Good girl. What a place for dinner, huh? Let's go. That's what you deserve, Gus. Right, you got to digest this now. Go back to bed. Yeah? Yeah. And then Daddy's going to cook some dinner out here. More. There's more. Clean it. There's more. Clean it. Monkey, clean it. Good girl. Get it all there. Get it all. Good girl. Now, we are doing a survival challenge, which means I need to forage for my food this evening. And I'm under good authority that something very, very delicious lies under some of these rocks here. So I'm gonna go find some of that now. And just like that, we found. It's unbelievable, this place, really. It just provides everything you need. We have found yakisoba ramens, and I'm gonna cook those up right now. Let's go. Thank you, Mother Nature. Yeah. Not like my homemade baked beans. Insane view, huh? The sun has set. And therefore, I just want to say thank you very much. I especially appreciate when you watch the long episodes, because I know it's the length of a feature film. But genuinely, your time and your patience watching our videos is changing our lives, as you've seen over the weeks. We've gone from, walking in a few fields outside Barcelona to this. So thank you. I'll never take it for granted. I'm gonna get the dogs out, put their pajamas on, and then bedtime. Let's go. Come on, do weebies. Good wee-wees. This is how it should have felt yesterday, but I'm just glad we sorted out all our problems. I'm glad we got here early. There are so many people camping up the side of the lake there. I'm so glad we found this spot. Everything worked out perfectly. So time to get a really good night's sleep, and then we've got a 16, 17, 18 kilometer hike back to Catalonia tomorrow, which is going to be beautiful. See you in the morning. Bye. Good morning. It's just about to go 7 o'clock. I can't sleep because I'm just so excited to open this tent door here and see what's outside. The girls are
all snuggled up in their jammies still. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? That is the first thing we're gonna see this morning. Let's get out there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely stunning. Wow. Oh my goodness. I have to get the girls out of bed because I want them to see this. I know they're not going to appreciate it, but it's just too beautiful to miss. And I'd love to have this moment, all three of us. Hello, sleepyheads. Hello. Hello. Come on. Come. Little babies. Come on. Got it. this has just been so special, hasn't it, Monkey, the last few days? And the goal was to survive. Huh? Not only did we survive, we thrive, didn't we, out here? We do. We absolutely thrive out here. You're cold though, aren't you? Hmm? You're a bit cold. All right. Do you want to get back in your sleeping bag? Hmm? I think so. Come on, let's get you back in your sleeping bag.
The sun has arrived, it's starting to warm up, it's time to go. Who wants to go home? Not me. I could stay out here for the rest of my life, I think. Wow. Let's go. Another beautiful day. For now. There are more thunderstorm warnings for later on. It's crazy, this happens every week. You get like 2 or 3 days of sunshine and the rest are storms. Crazy, crazy storms. So how lucky we were to get this. Insane. Let's go. We just got to the end of the lake. Absolutely epic. It's so big. There's big old mountains in the background. I can't believe we slept there last night. That is just so cool. Anyway, onward we march to Catalonia. Let's go. It is really windy this morning, which is actually super nice. I got a little bit sunburnt yesterday. I put my sun cream on at 12, which was far too late. So the cool breeze is cooling me down. Let's go, what a beautiful morning. Look at this place. Just incredible. Whoa, sorry monkey. There we go, talking about survival. Nearly ended it there. I feel like whoever designed this trail knew I was gonna have a large backpack. Let's go. I honestly thought this was going to be a stroll downhill. This is just terrible to walk on. It is not fun at all. I've worked out that it doesn't take 3 hours 45 because it's far away. It takes 3 hours 45 because the terrain is just horrible to navigate. I mean, it's kind of fun. It feels like stepping stones. But imagine 3 hours of stepping stones with 15 to 20 kilos on your back. It's not ideal. We're gonna do it, we always do it, but I just wanted to walk through fields, I think. Oh well, we will do it. More cows, and they are right in our way. Nala. Can we go around them? Hey! Hey! No! Ah! 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 You're not going to believe it. My left foot is stuck in some very thick mud. I've lost my shoe. Oh God. God. Oh, look. The fun doesn't stop, I guess. I'm gonna have to find a river or something to wash that. Bugger. We were doing so well. At least the boulders have stopped. Squelch, squelch. Oh. Always look on the bright side of life. Diddy, 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 diddy. This has been an emotional roller coaster, this episode. Anyway, let's get close to a river. Let's wash ourselves off. Let's get back on. Get back on our way. I've lost my water bottle to that cow. It literally broke on his head. So, yeah, let's go. Now, this is the cool thing about spending so much time outside. Those mountains up there, I recognize them. I feel so warm, fluffy and comforted inside seeing those big green mountains over there, because it means we're almost back. We survived. I almost lost my shoes twice. I lost a water bottle. I think I'm scared of cows now. All in all, it has been a proper adventure, and I have a feeling I won't be able to live this one down. And just like that, we are back in civilization. What a peaceful little town. The Catalan mountains in the background. We're going to take some shade under this tree, and I've asked the kind taxi people to pick us up from this church. So now we just wait. These silly things. We're going home. We survived. Maria, push there. We made it. We're at the train station much earlier than planned. We have about 40 minutes to wait for a train and then we're going home. I am buzzing. Oh, I am buzzing for a shower. Well, once again, the contrast of the environment is quite crazy, but we are here, we're in the city. It's hot. Okay, well that's us home. Now, if you remember, just a few hours ago, I stood in quite a lot of mud, a significant amount of mud, and it does smell like there was something else going on in there. And so usually I sit down and I debrief you, but before I do anything else, I'm gonna go take my shoes off and get those feet dry. Put the shoes probably through the washing machine, because you have no idea how disgusting I feel right now. So give me a few moments. Shower is on. Oh, I can't wait to get into this. Let's go. Well, not you. You're staying out here. Oh. Okay, well, I'm sure you can imagine the dogs are hungry. This one is Nala's, this one is Monkey's. Now, usually we love using Natuka. The problem is that once you have defrosted Natuka, you can eat it only within 3 days. And to be honest, I wasn't sure we were gonna be back in time. So I didn't defrost any Natuka. So what I've done is I've given them more camping food, which is fine. This is loaded with beef and turkey and carrots and peas and salmon oil. All I want is for them to have some protein. So let's add an egg each as well. We're gonna go in with some blueberries. I'm gonna squish them up a little bit. For the calories, we're gonna go with some olive oil. More protein on its way, a little bit of Greek yogurt, bush, some seaweed to melt the plaque off their teeth. I've started giving it to Monkey as well because it works. And that is how you feed 2 palencos after walking 40 kilometers through the French Pyrenees. Now it's my turn. What do I fancy? Pizza, kebab, pasta. I can eat anything I want. Good go then, mate. What a beautiful sound, eh? Slightly morbid as well. Well, I hope you can hear me over the crunching. I pretty much tidied the house, had some dinner, now I gotta tidy the house again. Sleeping bags ready to go in the wash tomorrow. And I made a start on the video. Oh my God, what an adventure. I actually made myself laugh. So this is guaranteed to make you at least smile. I just wanna say thank you very much for all your support. I hope you can see that I'm really trying to make these adventures more exciting, more engaging,
because sincerely, I want to be one of the top YouTube channels. If you want to feel good, I want you to be able to come to our channel and, you know, you start the video in a sort of low mood, you know, questioning what is happiness, and then by the end you're like, "Wah!" I'm doing my best, and yeah, with your continued support, you'll get more and more adventures. I'd like to say thank you to everyone that has donated through the PayPal link. The money that has come through has helped us enormously. But we are also on the verge of a couple of brand deals as well, and I'm hoping that with that monthly income, I can take the PayPal link down and we can get the you know, the big guy to pay for all this. But genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, we wouldn't be able to do this without you. And also Gossamer Gear, what an amazing sponsor. Now, it's not like one of those things where an influencer gets messaged by a brand like, hey, can you do this for us? No, we got in touch with Gossamer Gear because we loved their stuff. And because I'm new to hiking, to backpacking, I needed something that was easy, lightweight, you know, it's not gonna cause me any problems. And they came through. So Gossamer Gear, thank you so much. Thank you for all the materials you've given us, and thank you for the financial support as well. Now, I'm looking at my diary, and the week of the 8th, we are taking things up a notch again. I can't reveal any more than that. I can't give away spoilers, but you guys are gonna be like, what? It's true, they're getting better and better and better. So thank you from us three. We're gonna eat a lot of calories over the next few days, get that weight back on. I've lost a lot. Nala's lost more than Monkey because Monkey eats so much stuff when she's out in the wild. So yeah, lots of good food, lots of treats, and lots of rest, lots of editing as well. And that's it. So see you next time for another Walkies and Weebies, and thank you very, very, very much. Time for bed.
Good night. Can you kiss them? Can you kiss them? Can you kiss them good night, Nala? Can you say good night? Good night.